Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all our participants. We are delighted to have you here for this Skillveda webinar. At Skillveda, our mission is to empower your growth through accessible, high-quality learning experiences, from certification courses to hands-on training sessions. Skillveda is your partner in skill development, offering a wide range of webinars, offline workshops, short-term courses, and training programs designed to help you unlock your potential and achieve your career goals. In today's webinar on the storytelling as pedagogy, we will explore how to boost student engagement, simplify complex concepts, and create lasting connections. We are fortunate to be joined by Ms. 𝗀𝗡𝗂𝗃𝗏, a seasoned educationist and CBSE resource person. With more than 20 years of experience, she has empowered countless educators and students. Get ready to tap into her expertise and take away valuable insights. Welcome, Ms. 𝗀𝗡𝗃.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am and Skillveda for giving me the opportunity and the platform. And a very good evening to all my energetic participants. First of all, it is my heartfelt thank you and gratitude to you all that you all can spare your Sunday evening and devote your time. I'll try my best and will make sure that your time is worthwhile. Yeah, is it someone who would like to say something? Yeah. Am I audible and my screen, is it visible to everyone clearly? Can you just give me a thumbs up for that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
So, yeah. So, without much ado, let's dive into today's learning. So, I would love you all to have your notes, a notebook and a pen, because you'll be getting a lot of ideas and also the content to be showcased and to be done in your classroom. So that's exactly what we are doing, just to make our classrooms more engaging and impactful for our students and learners. Yeah. So I hope so you all must have gone through the pre-webinar worksheet that has been shared with you. Yeah, let's have your answers and the reason why have you just written those answers. So anyone who is interested can volunteer for this, can unmute themselves and give us an answer. Yeah. What is the main goal of using storytelling as a pedagogy? To entertain students, to connect concepts through emotions, to replace textbook, or to fill free time in classrooms? Yes, anyone?
May I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ma'am, may I?
yes.
The answer is to connect the concept through emotions and imaginations.
All right. Why do you think so that it is very essential for the teachers, for the mentors to connect emotionally with their learners? Why are we not sticking to the conventional, those traditional learning? Just go give the lecture, make them write the notes. They are going to memorize it, write the answers and all. Why? Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, it will not create that much interest.
Okay.
If we are emotionally connected, if we put our emotions and imaginations, then only we will get that interactive outcome.
Thank you, Purvi ma'am. Beautifully said. In a simple and alliterative language, can we say that if we want to correct our learners, we have to create connection. Connection comes before correction. So if we want our students to do things in a particular way, in a right way, or in a better way, what they are already doing, for that we need to connect that emotion. And story is one of the most relevant, easiest, fun learning for everyone. We are not only talking about the school students here. I said learners. So the learners can be the corporate world also, teachers, principals also, and even in our personal life as well. Thank you so much for that. All right, which of the following best defines storytelling pedagogy? Is it A, B, C, D? Anyone? Anita ma'am, your answer is B. Okay. I am assuming it is for this question only. Using stories to foster critical thinking and empathy in learning. Now, why to make our students critically think and have that empathy in their imagination? Anyone who would like to say or just throw some light? See, it is a storytelling session, so we need to be very interactive, right? I don't want to be the lecturer. I would like my participants to interact with me. Yeah. Anyone? Why do you think so that critical thinking and empathy is the requirement in today's evolving world? Okay. All right. So knowing the concept is one thing, but how to use that concept in our real life? All right. And not everyone is going to have the same process of doing the task. So understanding their own perspectives as well, understanding the other's point of view as well. They need to have critical thinking and the empathy. For third, Purvi ma'am has given us the answer. It's B, okay? In storytelling pedagogy, the teacher's role is to facilitate, co-create, guide students, meaning making. Absolutely. We are not there just as delivering the data. No. We are there to show them the path so that they can co-create the thing in their own versions. Which pedagogical approach aligns closely with storytelling pedagogy? Anyone with the fourth one? Is it experiential, rote, traditional, grammar translation? 4 is A, absolutely. Until and unless we are giving our learners the experience of what we are trying to explain them, and that experience can be given in a story form. Else they won't be able to understand that. Yeah, thank you so much, teachers. How can digital storytelling enhance classroom learning? Now, it is not that we are having just 5, 10, 12 students. In our CBSE schools, we have the strength of 40 students, right? How are you going to inculcate these storytelling sessions and manage those number of kids? So by replacing the teacher's role, not at all possible. By allowing learners to create and share their own narratives, by focusing only on visuals, no. By increasing screen time, never. All right, so again, it is a B only. That is for the obvious reason. Storytelling pedagogy primarily promotes with 21st century. It is memorization. No, we know that with our NEP and NCF, we are shifting from rote learning to understanding. Collaboration and communication, yes. Competitive learning, standardized learning, no, because everyone has their own unique way. Yes. Seventh one, thank you so much, Sapina ma'am, Monica ma'am, Purvi ma'am, for your active participation. I would like to encourage my other participants as well, because this is your webinar, so let's make it a hit, right? In a storytelling pedagogy, assessment should focus on recalling facts, measuring creativity, comprehension, and expression. 7 is B for sure. Yes. Counting the number of stories told? No. Yes. 6-word story challenge. Anyone who would like to get this challenge? I want just 6 words story. Create a mini story which is having 6 words. Anyone who would like to unmute themselves? I have given you an example. Student failed, teacher smiled, lesson learned. Anyone? Yes? Teacher taught, student learned, mission accomplished. Beautiful, beautiful, Maria ma'am. Thank you. Anyone else? I'll be giving you my personal narrative today. Baked cake, turned out a mess, thrown in the dustbin. So that was my Sunday morning, and every time I try to bake, every time I promise myself, Shilpi, baking is not for you. But of course, the sweet truth is not leaving me that soon. Anyone else? Thank you so much, Maria ma'am, for that. All right, use 3 emojis to express how you feel about storytelling as a teaching tool. Yes, it is. It actually triggers our neurons. There has to be a communication. There has to be an emotional connection, not for sleeping. We are not singing a lullaby. It always brings that spark and glint in our lives. And yes, it can replace our textbook in a very good and helpful way. And it makes us speak, communicate. So whatever 3 emojis you think so are going to be your storytelling session, you can always choose those. Okay. Reflection: think, pair, share, and prompt. Before the webinar begins, think about this. What's one story that changed your perspective as a teacher or learner? Okay. Everyone, start your neurons working on this question, because we'll be taking a couple of stories on this. Right? So I would like, answer is emotional, books, and smiley, because storytelling connects hearts and minds. Beautifully written, Puri ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes. Quick poll: how often do you use stories in your teaching? See, not always, we assure, but it should not be rarely or never. It has to be between always and sometimes. The frequency of the storytelling can be increased so that it really helps us to connect. Thank you so much. And I would encourage my other participants as well to participate. I always do for different concepts. That is really good. Like whensoever a new topic has been introduced in the class, so we can always start with a story. Yes. All right. So tell me your favorite childhood story and why has it stayed with you? Anyone? So the story that has stayed with me has always been, you know, I'm a very great fan of mythological stories. So the story of Draupadi has always stayed with me, because I find her a rebel, a very strong woman in that era of patriarchy, where women were just, said to be behind the curtains. But then she has changed the history for everyone and till date. So that is a story that has stayed with me. Anyone who would like to share? Yes, Twinkle ma'am. Which is your favorite story that has that has stayed with you? Yeah. Let's break the ice for the participants.
There are actually many stories I will tell you later. Let other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, anyone? Come on, participants. कोई सी तो ऐसी स्टोरी, कोई सा एक ऐसा कैरेक्टर that has stayed with you, and in case you can connect yourself with that character. Think about it. It's a storytelling session. We cannot have the mute participation here. Yeah. Or else Panchtantra story.
Anuji is
Birbal
writing
Tenali Ram.
Panchtantra
Okay.
stories, yeah.
Yeah. That is absolutely wonderful.
Birbal and Tenali Rama, yeah. Tenali Rama is really very nice.
Beautiful. And with this, I to get back to that era of that black and white TV, and think about those Malgudi days and all.
Malgudi days, yeah. They were
Beautiful.
beautiful, yeah.
Tinari Naman. All right. So seems like you all are quite intellect, who has been obsessed and got really inspired with the wit and the intelligence that Tinari Raman had. Thank you so much. Okay. So you can always ask your students just to break the ice of the class, or if you have 5 to 6 spare तो कभी होते नहीं है, that is for sure. Munshi Premchandra stories, absolutely. These are classics. These are beautifully written, and uh, the best part is that they are still applicable to today's date. They might be written decades back, but they are still there with us. Thank you. Okay, so let's understand that why story pedagogy has become a part of our curriculum. So the word pedagogy comes from the Greek roots. Pedos means child and egikos means leading or guiding. So pedagogy means to lead the child. So in education, the strategies, techniques, approaches, or any kind of props or the methods that a teacher is going to adapt or accept or use and implement to teach that concept to their learner. That is known as pedagogy. Okay. Now, the traditional pedagogy was that teacher has explained and the students have taken the notes. I think I can very well relate to my education days with those. Modern pedagogy, teacher includes an animation and then students do a role play to show evaporation, condensation, and this. The second one uses storytelling. All right, we know that a lot of visuals, flashcards, props have been started using in our class. But now the storytelling pedagogy has also come in our classroom, which is creating an engagement emotionally and also academically, intellectually of the students with the teacher. All right, so that is the power of our storytelling pedagogy. Now, it means using stories as a method of teaching and learning. In a teaching approach where stories are used not just for entertainment, but to explain concepts, build emotional connection, and make learning meaningful. Please, we need to, just break this preconceived notion कि कहानियां सुना दो अगर 5 से 6 मिनट रह गए हैं क्लास ओवर होने में. No, we are not passing the time. Okay, we all understand that we are under the pressure of completing the curriculum timely and doing all the extra n number of millions of tasks along with the teaching. But what if our teaching is taken in a form of a storytelling? Trust me, it is actually going to make your work easier, more interesting. Because easier said is kind of what should I say, oxymoron for the teachers, but easier in the sense that if your students are listening to you, your job is done, right? So that's exactly what the power of storytelling is. Till now, anyone, any questions? Am I going at a good pace? Am I audible, visible? I'll keep on asking you this in between the session, because we know the network things. That's why. All right. So some childhood stories we still remember. We have got all the, mostly those. Yeah, thank you so much. So stories on moral values, which in childhood my grandmother used to tell me. How beautifully written, Purvi ma'am. That's beautiful. All right, so the stories are Tenali Raman, Vikram Betal, then we have Panchtantra, then we have certain Ruskin Bond stories also. Then we have certain classic poems and the poetries also, right? So these are the stories that has till date stayed with us. Now let's learn about the kinds of storytelling. All right, the first thing is the narrative pedagogy. Now, what is narrative pedagogy? You can always use different kinds of storytelling methods. it does not have to be only a YouTube video showing to the students, or every time you have to, chat GPT and all. You can always start with your own experience. Just now, I have given you an example of my baking disaster by using the narrative pedagogy. I have shared my own experience, right? So it focuses on learning through storytelling and the reflection. I was knowing this narrative pedagogy. I saved that disaster to be discussed in the class. All right, that's how the personal thing comes. Okay. It also encourages students to share their own experiences. Until and unless students feel confident to share their own experience in relation to the topic going on, or any kind of challenge that has been given in the class. At least I can say that giving them a story of 6 words, 8 words is not going to be that time consuming, and it is definitely going to bring laughter and giggles in your classes, right? So that kind of narrative pedagogy can be done. So the thirsty crow, hare and the tortoise racing, Joella, these are classics. So how can you consider yourself to be the part of this story? What if I was the tortoise in that race? Seriously telling you, there is no jealousy in me, and I would have dozed off throughout. मैं कोई एफर्ट ही नहीं करती सीखने का. So these kind of fun, witty moments can be discussed, and that's how you are going to get the engagement of the kids, right? Now, the second one, as the name suggests, experiential pedagogy. Now, it is not only confined to art students or the science students. First of all, yes, we know that they are doing the experiments. They are, just going out to visit certain kind of, those field visits होते हैं स्कूल में, या फिर outings and all. So those kind of experiences can also be done. You might be taking your students to Mother Teresa's old age home, just in a case to give certain things as a charity. What was the emotional connection that you felt with those old people? Why you think so that we planned such a thing? Or going and visiting to the mall and spending money, or seeing the sale, spending, getting the value of 100 rupees that they are spending. All these things are the experiential learning. Yeah. Okay. So it also bridges the gap between the theory and the practice. You know what I did once? That I took my students to Easy Day. There was a special, like I have to make a special request to them. So they opened their store for us at 8 a.m. and during that 1 hour, only the school students were allowed, not an outsider one. So I took the maths teacher with me, because those were students of class 4 and 5, right? So they were doing percentage of the sale amount, and then they have to use it. So that is what the theory and the practice. They were not given any notebooks, pen, pencil. They have to do everything in their mind then and there only. The amount they could spend was only 100 rupees. And then they have to tell us that how much percentage of the money have they saved and all. So these kind of experiential pedagogies under storytelling can be done. All right, then comes your dialogic pedagogy. You all must be having those assemblies in your school. Then you have theaters, then you have debates, then you have recitation and all. Whensoever they speak, they learn a lot. Anyone who is an English teacher here and can recite daffodils for us, right? But everyone, whether they are English, math, science, they all can recite Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, because we all have spoken that We all have recited that poem millions of times, right? So it has stayed in our subconscious mind. So anything that you would like them to speak, learn, you need to make them speak. That's it. All right, even if they are learning the maths formula of a plus b whole square, just make them speak that for 3 times. It is going to get stored. That is the power of 3 times repetition in education, right? Now, the last one is digital story telling, which we all have been using in our classrooms now by showing them the audios, videos. Now, these ASL, assessment of speaking and listening, has also become mandatory for all the classes from class 9 to 12, right? So that is also going to make them speak a lot. Okay, you can always ask your higher senior students to create PPT or just to give them a topic, and then they have to present a presentation where they have prepared all the slides on their own. So that is how the digital storytelling works. Anyone? All right. So now you all have to be, of course, you all are paying attention, but now it is going to be activity. A lot of activities will be coming. So I would like the 10x enthusiastic participation from you all. Okay. So why does storytelling matter in education? ऐसा होता क्यों है? So, because of the emotional connection, imagination, cultural awareness. This is something which has been, just set aside. There are different cultures that our students are learning in our curriculum. So in order to learn those culture, that is really, really important. Comprehension, listening or reading, and then understanding the thing. They feel motivated once they have read the moral stories or the characters. Problem solving, how to solve the problem of this LPG gas nowadays, right? Creativity, engagement, and how much are they be able to retain. All right. So Purvi ma'am has shared storytelling makes learning more relatable, engaging, and memorable. It helps students connect with concepts emotionally, making them more impactful and easier to recall. Absolutely. Ma'am has put all those words in such beautiful sentences. Thank you. Okay. So, benefits of storytelling. Let's see. The emotional connection, that is what we are just going to understand. Stories trigger emotions. They create meaningful learning. कुछ irrelevant नहीं होता है. It is all connected, just like pearls that are being braided in a beautiful string. Fosters empathy and perspective. You might be really fond of black color. I might not be. Well, wearing this is such an opposite thing for now, but it is all about the perspective, right? So we need to be very respectful towards the other's understanding as well. Humanizes learning. We don't have to keep it very, data kind of a thing. It is not only the facts and figures, but also it has the humanity in it. Encourages expression and reflection. What are they going to learn? How are they going to use? And how are they actually going to express it when it is needed? That is how it is going to be reflected. Helps in social emotional learning, SEL, right? How to behave in a social setup and how to be emotionally intelligent. We all know a lot. It's the overused words now, emotional intelligent, but still underused, right? Makes values and morals. Okay, so let me tell you the story of a porcupine. And the moral is acceptance. All right, anyone who can tell me? This is one of my favorite story. Yeah. So what happened? It was the most difficult winters, the chilliest of all. And these porcupines, they had those quills on all over their body. So in order to have the warmth of the skin, whensoever they were trying to come near to each other to give them that physical warmth, they all were hurting their loved and dear ones with their quills. Now, when they were getting separated so that the quills should not attack the other, then they were really, on the verge of dying because of their chill. Now, what should we do? So they decided that even though we are going to get hurt, but at least we'll be able to survive. So all the porcupines, they came together. Yes, some of them started bleeding because of the quills of the others, but they accepted the situation. And that's exactly how life is. You are not going to get the life or the people in your life according to your own choices. They are going to come with their own package of having good and bad in them. And we have to accept them the way they are. And that's the beauty of the story of porcupines that tell us. The acceptance. So this is one of the emotional connection that has triggered. Right? So many a times we feel that just because I'm a primary teacher, I am not being taken seriously. Just because he or she is a PGT teacher, she is being taken more seriously. It's all about acceptance. All right. Many a times you are going to have different point of view than your husband or your relatives, but then again, it's the acceptance. You cannot be upset or try to change others because it's exhausting to change others. So rather it is easier, and more thing is that we need to accept. Thank you, Redmi Note 1. Yeah. So that's
Can we have the name of the Redmi Note 1?
Yeah, because that's how I have said.
Yeah, I know. Acha, Dr. Rajesh is there.
All
Okay,
right.
okay.
Thank you so much, doctor. All right, now comes the next benefit is imagination. Story actually makes us go into that era, and the images start, getting created in our head. So it sparks creativity and imaginative thinking. All right, it also encourages the students to visualize. That is what the one of your poetic devices is, imagery, right? Helps thinkers, what if?
What if,
What
yeah.
if you were there? What
Role
if
play. If you were there, then what that is there. Yeah.
Exactly. What if Snow White was not the sweet, sensitive girl, but she has actually conspired with those 7 dwarfs and has killed her stepmother, right? So what if? Why not give them that situation? What if this was not written and it was open to create an ending? What is going to be your ending? Then the original thoughts and the ideas start coming, and the students get transported into other worlds of fantasies, creating their own ideas, problem solving. Makes abstract or complex concept easier to grasp. Albert Einstein has said that the most intelligent person is the one who can explain any concept to a 5-year-old. If you can bring that concept to the level of a 5-year-old, that means you have understood that concept, right? Then it develops the creative writing, strengthens right brain, that is a creative brain, and makes learning joyful. Let's have one activity based on it. So it's a rebus puzzle. Everyone, you have to give me, it is all a word or a phrase of English from this picture. Yes. I'll be giving you an example of the first one. Once in my life. Okay, once in my life. Come on, this is easy. Everyone.
Forget it.
Try to understand.
Forget it.
Try
Exactly.
to understand.
Try to understand. Great. Then
Travel overseas.
travel overseas. Absolutely. Yep.
Breakfast.
Big fist, yes.
Downtown.
Downtown, actually.
Downtown,
This
yes.
is imagination. It has taken just 60 seconds of your time in the class. If you have just pasted it or shown in the projector, your students have got your attention and you have opened their imagination. That is the power of storytelling. And we can always put these things which are relevant to our stories. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Purvi ma'am. Now, everyone, another activity to get the neurons of your imagination accelerated. Can you see that there are 3 pictures and the story end is open to your own understanding? You can use the words. If it is an English class, you can make them use these language words, these English words. Otherwise, they are free to speak anything that they want. Never, ever put your students in a box that this has to be done only this way. You'll be surprised that they are going to come up with more interesting and the easier method. Telling you from my own personal experience, because we all have also learned this. Anyone who would like to narrate a story? So there's this girl who is quite nervous about her exam or a class
She
test.
was doing her classwork in the class.
And no, it's a test going on, ma'am, because it's an examination. So she has brought some kind of
Cheating notes.
Okay, cheating notes.
Yes,
Yeah,
cheating notes are there.
Yeah. So and the
examiner
is approaching her.
By the examiner.
Yeah. So what kind of
the word
embarrassed?
embarrassed.
Okay, so she becomes embarrassed when she is caught. Okay, that can be one of the ending. Just forget that those words are being written. I would like you to get more wildly creative with your imagination and give us some Bollywood kind of.
She bought the paper. She bought the cheating paper, but she didn't use that.
Okay.
In the last,
right, honesty.
Yeah, honesty.
Yeah, there was someone who was saying something. Yeah.
Ma'am?
Hanji.
Ma'am, the first one is that Riya's revision. Riya is a girl. Her revision is very difficult. In second picture, she is struggling.
Okay.
And in third picture, it has been shown that the teacher has got her.
Okay.
As she
How
is
would you
doing
like to
cheating.
end?
And in last one, we can say that her face get little bit panic, means having that guilty of that I have done mistake. I must be honest now. Next time.
So, so
Sneha ji is writing in the chat box. She changed her mind and didn't use those chits.
Didn't use those chits. She was embarrassed of her act. She got.
Maria ji is more creative than anyone.
Yeah.
It was the wrong chit for the wrong subject.
Now that kind of masala I was looking
Spice,
for. Beautiful.
Spice.
Beautiful, Maria ma'am. Yes, absolutely. Sir approached her to help her. That's absolutely fine, because there are at times that students are not trying to cheat, but it is just that in the state of panic or anxiety, they might just need that little push from the teacher. So
motivation and support from the teacher, actually.
Exactly. So we are always their guiding lines will be there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. She felt that it is not good to cheat. Absolutely. So her conscious basically came on the surface. Now, the third thing is the benefit of storytelling, that it makes you highly creative. How creatives encourages students to think beyond the fact. All right, that last question in the box has opened your imagination, and you all have given the different endings, and that's how it is going to be used. Promotes originality and imaginative expression, helps learners connect knowledge with creativity, inspire students. May I request the participants, if they are not participating, kindly mute. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so they are also going to invent new characters, plots, and endings, enhances creative writing, drama, and art integration. Absolutely, art can also be there. We'll be just doing, and builds confidence in expressing unique things, encourages experimentation with language and style, fosters innovation and flexible thinking for real world situation. Ultimately, teachers and my dear friends, we are making our students ready to face the real world, right? So they need to know those kind of situations. In exams, they might be taking the exams of the syllabus which is being prescribed, but in their real life exam, they are not going to have the syllabus. They are just going to get the problem. So how are they going to be resilient about it? How are they going to solve it? That's exactly what we are doing, and makes learning engaging, artistically and personally meaningful. Let's learn the story of 𝗁𝗁cie, that is, and the moral is hospitality. So it is a picture of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, one of the 7 stars in London. Now, what happened every year, this hotel has a conference of the advocates, the world famous advocates. So one of the advocate has brought his son for the conference. Now that son was carrying his small stuffed toy named 𝗁𝗁cie. Now the child, in the haste of just checking out from the hotel, and dad was just after his life, has left his stuffed toy in Ritz-Carlton. And when they reached home, the child is all hue and cry that he would like to have his 𝗁𝗁cie back. And father, being the father, is going to do it for sure. So he telephoned the hotel, and what they do to just empathize with the child is a beautiful thing, and it's a real story. Okay, so first thing first, they know that so it has been told that 𝗁𝗁cie has extended his holidays in Ritz-Carlton and is having a great time. Okay, that's why he has stayed back in the hotel. So, of course, he is not going to roam here and there. So, his own name ID card has been given to him so that no one should question him while he's taking a round. 𝗁𝗁cie is also chilling out near the pool area, basking in the sun, wearing his own goggles, and, just relaxing and chilling out. Now comes, of course, 𝗁𝗁cie has, being such an intelligent stuffed toy, has to be put into some use. So he's also helping them in the loss prevention department, that if there is any kind of lost and found thing, so 𝗁𝗁cie is really helping them out. And after that, hectic day, he has gone to have his spa. Imagine if a hotel is sending such cute pictures to the child, will that child ever going to cry for that stuffed toy? So this is the level of hospitality. This is how the story can be created in order to make them that how hospitable you have. Once you have told them this story, or the science teacher, and cooking without fire, you can have those sandwiches and things, and then ask them like your students, how well they can make the guest eat those things. That is the level of hospitality that we expect, right? So this is one of the story. So all the pictures put together, and 𝗁𝗁cie's stay, that extended stay, has gone really well, and the owner, that is that little boy, is also super happy, right? Okay, now comes the problem solving or the critical thinking, one of the benefits of a storytelling. Presents real life challenges through relatable stories. We know that the child has lost his thing, so that is how it has been solved. Encourages students to think critically about situations and outcomes, right? helps learners analyze cause and effect within a story, promotes decision making. You'll be getting the idea of all these things with the next activity. Promotes decision making as students explore what characters should do next. Builds logical reasoning by connecting events and consequences. Develops empathy. They also, empathize themselves. They understand that what the character in the story is feeling, and what if they are in their place, how are they going to react. And encourages teamwork, the collaborative work, not the competition. The collaborative work is also there. Abstract problem solving skills are being enhanced, and students prepare the real world situation again. So, the story of the broken windows, the sense of responsibilities, right? So what happened once there was a colony, and one of the house was vacant. So the robbers, in order to check whether there is someone is there or no, they had just broken the windows. Now the other neighbors, they didn't see that it is their responsibility to fix the windows. And seeing that the house is vacant, the robbers came and they started robbing the other houses. If we see the other point of this story, the neighbors took their responsibilities to fix the windows and get all the windows glasses changed. So the thought that, okay, there are people who are living and they are quite aware. So they just the colony, and there wasn't any robbery that happened. So this is how the story of broken windows is going to take our learners learn the sense of responsibilities. Many a times they say, "Usne kooda feka hai, why should I put it in the dustbin?" Right? He was making noise, why was I punished? These kind of questions you all might be getting from your students, and that is where the sense of responsibility has to be inculcated in our learners. That it might be the action of the others, but if you are getting affected, that means you also need to take the responsibility to get the task done, irrespective whether you have done it or not. Right? She felt that it is not good to cheat. Okay, all right. So sorry for that. So this is how it is going to happen. Now, the last but not the least benefit of our things is engagement. Captures students' attention. अब ये sense of responsibility जैसे heavy morals हम उन्हें कैसे सिखाएंगे? Are we going to ask them to throw the wrappers in the class and then ask them to collect it and put it in a trash bag? That is going to be once certain. And trust me, many of the parents are going to complain in the PTM कि मैम हमारे बच्चे से तो कूड़ा उठवाया था. How are you going to deal with such questions, right? So let's. I am not saying to have a safe path, but at least the impactful and the effective path. To put that thing in their subconscious mind. It has to be repeated again and again so that it has become their own lifestyle. Then breaks the monotony of the traditional instruction. Why are they going to listen to you? You are not their parents. You are their teachers. You meet them at the most for throughout 6 hours, but maybe 40 minutes. And if you have two classes with them, 80 minutes. Not more than that. So you need to give them the experience which is going to be memorable for them. Then you need to bring the learning enjoyable and also curiosity driven. They need to ask you why. What book mein hai? How? Teacher batayegi. But why should be the question of the student. That is what encourages active listening. We all talk about effective communication. We say that English में अगर अच्छे से बात करिए तो बहुत अच्छी communication skills. And no, communication starts with listening. That is the prerequisite of an effective communication. even if you are speaking in sign language or even through your eyes, communication is happening. So it's not the language which matters. It is just the way that we are communicating. Enhances focus and reduces distraction, builds anticipation and excitement, promotes discussion, questioning. They need to question themselves, bring the idea, share the ideas when they are not under the surveillance of the teacher. कि स्कूल में like story में ऐसा हुआ था तो फिर अगर ऐसा होता तो क्या हुआ, you know, turns passive learners into active participants. I hope so no one minds if I use just a couple of sentences in bilingual. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's.
Before this, can we, any questions, any query?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Anyone? All right, we have got a fine. So I take
Great.
it as a signal to move. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the red card theory. Why students should focus and concentrate to what I am blabbering or yabbing? You know, why should they? So just tell them the story of the red card theory. That
Yes.
once boy was, just celebrated his 21st birthday and wanted a car in red color. So the father just challenged him that if you are just going to give me the exact number of red cars that you saw on the way while coming to me, I am going to gift you the red car. But he said, but I wasn't focusing on that. And that's exactly what father wanted to tell him, that yes, I want you to be focused. If you want something, you need to focus on that. And now, if you want your car, you need to give me the number of red cars you have seen on the way back. So he was focusing, he got the number, and then he got. So this is the power of focus and concentration, that if you want to become the class monitor, you need to focus to what all instructions have been given. If you want to become the Olympiad gold medalist, you need to listen, focus, and then spend your time in solving the questions and what the teacher is telling you about. That is how. All right. Can we have one of the volunteer, because there is going to be an activity on the screen. It is all about focus. It is one of the psychology activity, right? Anyone who
Me.
would like to?
I will.
Okay. All right, Twinkle ma'am. So there is going to be a list of the colors on the screen. You have to read the colors as they are on the screen at one go, right?
I have to read the color.
Yeah. Blue, black, red, yellow.
Blue, black, red, yellow.
Yeah.
Blue, black, red, yellow, orange, green, white, golden, maroon, red, black. Whole list I have to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Pink, red, black, white, green, blue, teal, crimson, scarlet, orange, brown, white, cobalt, blue, indigo, purple, and violet.
Beautiful. All right. So your eyes have read whatever text you have seen. Now the level 2 of this activity, you don't have to read the word.
You have to mention the color with which it's written. Yeah.
With which the word is written. Just
black,
an example, black,
yellow, green, red, purple, orange, blue, gray, black again, green, and blue. Let's start with somebody else.
Blue. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who will take the initiative now? Anybody?
Anyone else? Come on. We are on the,
Yes, ma'am.
on the 4th line. Yes, ma'am.
Only one line.
Red, pink, green, again, wait a minute, light pink,
Okay.
then black.
That's it. Purviji, that's it. Next person will come.
Okay.
Yeah,
May I,
anyone else?
Yeah,
Yes, Mituji. Yeah, please, Mituji, go ahead.
yeah. This gray, red, blue, orange, Then purple. Again, I think this is a blue, dark blue, yellow.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next
Thank you.
one.
Okay. All right. So, did you all realize when Twinkle Ma'am read for the first time, it was also smooth at one go, right? Flawless. The second time also, you all were also flawlessly correct for sure. But you all took the time. That is focus, right? Because we are so used to reading the text, but now we needed to understand the color. This is all about, you can just have this activity in the class just to explain them the concept of what is focus and concentration. Okay, it is very easy for us to read the words now, but will you be able to put those words into paragraph? Will you be able to show me or create a story out of those words? Right? So these kind of activities can also be done. Thank you so much, everyone, for your participation. Yeah. Now comes the cultural awareness. That is also one thing that we all talked about, that we need to understand the culture because our classroom does not come from a particular background. Students, learners are coming from the varied background. So we cannot hurt their emotions. Unintentionally, of course, somewhere or the other, we are humans. We make mistakes, which can always be, talked about. But what if we are able to understand, okay, that this is in their culture not acceptable? You have taken a note, and then you are just going to be very particular about it. So it introduces students to diverse traditions, values, and the customs. And that's the reason why all the school in Indian education celebrates all kind of festivals with all pomp and show, because we would like, it is a diversified country, but we are bringing the unity and the unison there, right?
And to instill the values also.
Absolutely. It brings them, they know the values and
Yes.
the traditional cultures of the different people. Okay,
Yes.
preserves and passes on cultural heritage through old narratives. Okay, ये चीज ऐसे क्यों होती है? So they are going to ask us that. Help learners appreciate and respect different cultures and identities. Builds empathy by allowing students to see the world through others' experience. They are also going to understand that, okay, they have experiences, that's why they come from this mindset. Then they connect with the global theme with local stories, making learning inclusive. Recently, I learned the benefits of ragi, right, which has been always there. और मुझे अब समझ में आ रहा है जब मैं
millets and all the
exactly. मतलब imagine, I mean, we have been unintentionally missing so many benefits.
All
right?
Thanks to social media.
Social media, absolutely. I mean, one of our guru.
Exactly. Nowadays, so yes. Nowadays, so yes.
Then it also connects us with the global themes, right? I'll be giving you one example. In India, this thumbs up is okay, great job done. But in Japan, it is an abuse. Touching our forehead in India, it is blessing, that we have got the blessing. But I am forgetting the country. It is again not acceptable to touch, right? The head, because they say that it is the brain there, so we cannot touch. So these kind of cultural differences we should be very aware of, and in order to bring that awareness, we need to give them that kind of a thing. It also bridges generation by connecting students with the community and makes history and social studies more relatable. SST teachers, of course, you are that Pandora of stories. So the birth of Bhaji Pav, survival to the business. Okay, so how this Bhaji came into existence, right? So there were the labors of these mines, They were working 18 hours in a day and were starving, and they were not getting enough food, right? So one person, he just mixed everyone's veggie together, and they started eating it with dry bread. And from there, it has become the bhaji pav. And that has become the survival to the business, because without labor, the mines couldn't work. And in order to make labor work, you need to feed them. And giving them those kind of millets and the things was out of question. So they just mix everyone's veggie together, and a new dish that was bhaji was being introduced. Right. All right. Can I have another volunteer? You are going to get a paragraph on the screen. All the words are jumbled up. Only the first letter and the last letter is placed correctly. And trust me, you'll be able to read it as smoothly as it is written as a correct one.
Let's try some new participant now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Miss Sumbul. Yeah, please, you go ahead. Miss Sumbul is there.
Yes, Sumbul ma'am. So happy. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah.
So it says, I couldn't believe that I could actually understand what I was reading, right? Using the incredible power of the human mind, according to research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and last letter be in the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a
The
whole.
whole.
Amazing, huh? Yeah, and I always thought sleeping was important.
Spelling.
Spelling was important. See if your friends can read this too.
Thank you so much, Symbol ma'am. So all the spell bees, this is not for you. It is not that we don't have to teach the right spellings to our students. It is just about that bringing things that yes, we can do things in a different way as well.
Out of the box.
And this is how our brain is. Our brain is really incredible. Somewhere or the other, the brain, the young minds that we are dealing with, they are much smarter and better than us. Trust me. And you can always give them these kind of challenges, and definitely you are going to become their favorite teacher, along with the academic performance that is being expected. Right? Okay. Now the thing is that retention, how much your students were able to retain it, not while taking the exam, but actually while they have to use it in real life. Okay. They help students remember the information, abstracts concept, then engages both emotional and the logical parts. We need to create the hooks and encourage the understanding through sequence, beginning, middle, end, something. Then we need to give the repetition again and again. Telling, I have told you the power of three times repetition. Then also allow students to connect new knowledge with prior experiences and strengthens attention span, makes lesson relatable and easy to recall, and also turns the learning into an experience. All right. So in the next slide, everyone, my participants, no one has to write. Try to remember the numbers in the same series as they have been given on the screen. I'll be putting that for 10 seconds. And after that, I'll be asking you that what was the sequence, okay? All right. And your time starts now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Anyone who can give me the sequence of
112523133028.
Okay. All right. Anyone else who would like to give it a try?
It is the same 1125240. I remember till this.
Okay. Great. All right. Now,
Other song.
11252313028724606.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, let me connect a story. All right. Of course, I am not challenging you, teachers. You all are far, far better than me. It is just that let's connect a story. So, these are all the days. 1 year has 12 month, 52 weeks, 31 days, 30 days, 28 days, 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, and 60 minutes, 60 seconds. So that's the power of sequence. That was that exactly what we were talking about. If we give them some kind of sequence, if we can give them some kind of flow chart or the mind map, they'll be able to remember the facts. Yes,
Formulas also we remember like the pattern or the sequence we
pattern.
make.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So one more activity on the retention. So in the next slide, you'll be getting the idioms with its meaning written. All right, you just have to read those idioms in your mind, and then I'll be showing you a picture, and you just have to tell me that which idiom that picture is illustrating. Okay, easy peasy, right? So I am again giving you certain time to read these idioms. They are taken randomly. May I? Everyone?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell me which idiom is this picture illustrating?
Chilling out,
Chilling out.
break the ice.
Break the ice. Absolutely. Anyone else, please? I would like to have the participation. Yes.
𝗦𝘁cie,
Read
anyone?
the newspaper.
Just remember कि ऐसा कौन सा idiom था उस list में.
Ma'am, on the same page.
On
out
the
of the
same
box.
page. Absolutely. Because everyone is, just trying to read the same page. Absolutely. Yes.
One
Killing
stone,
two
two
birds.
birds. Killing
Killing
two
two
birds
birds
with
at
one
one
stone.
go.
Bite the bullet.
Biting the time.
Yeah.
Kill the time.
Yeah. Yes,
Biting
this is
the
bite the
bullet.
bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Out
Out
of
of
the
the
box.
box.
Out of the box.
Under the weather.
Under the
Under
weather.
the weather. Absolutely. It is fun for your students. They have learned the pictures also. They have learned the meaning and they have spoken. All right. And your job of teaching them certain elevated vocabulary or the language is done here. So this can also, and then you can always, just show them the flashcard after a week. And then ask them who is going to tell me that what is this this idiom, use it in a sentence, and things like that. So that's how the retention is going to get sharpened more and more. All right, so let's learn the science behind stories. Okay, we know that our students are going to learn in 3 ways. 𝗀𝗏𝘁 in 1995 said that we are having 3 kinds of learners. One who sees it and then learn. Secondly, who listens it and then learn. And the third one is who's getting involved and is being touched or the movement oriented. Do you remember that you needed to speak the answers to your mama please आप सुन लो chapter के answer, नहीं तो मुझे confidence नहीं है. That means you need to speak those. किसी को bar graphs, pictures, pie charts, flow charts, screen पर pictures and all, graphs and all, they are able to understand it just in a snap of a finger. Someone, they are pretty good in doing the experiment and their exact diagram, or when we are talking about the angles in the maths, it always comes correct at one go. So you are going to have a classroom which is filled of these 3 kinds of learners. So the visuals are they see to learn, that means videos, pictures, images, graphs, pie charts, Auditory, you can always repeat whatever is important for them to learn. And kinesthetic, if you are talking about the shapes, the cubes, the square, triangle, circular things, you can always make them touch it, and then they are going to learn. So visual learners, they learn through diagrams, charts, maps. They remember things better when they can visualize. All right, so you need to bring visualization in your lectures, in your speech while teaching them. Auditory, when they learn best through listening, prefer lectures, discussion. When they are speaking and they are getting themselves involved in the discussions based on the topic, then they are going to really learn well. Then we have kinesthetic learners, learn best through doing and touching. They prefer hands-on experiences, experiments. And it is always going to be a combination of two, more, or all. All right, you cannot have your class only based on visuals, only based on kinesthetic. No, it has to be a combo of all three, because that is what the combination of your class is. All right, we have this video to be watched, which I am just keeping it for the last, and then we'll learn that how you can go ahead with the oral comprehension while showing them the videos or the pictures. I'll be just keeping it in the last, everyone. I hope so, that's okay, right? Yeah, स्टोरी टेलिंग इन डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट. अब इतनी बातें कर ली हैं, ऐसी स्टोरी होती है, इसे 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 क्यों कहते हैं, इतने बेनिफिट्स होते हैं, ये एक्टिविटी वो एक्टिविटी. सब्जेक्ट का कैसे करें शिल्पी मैम? ऑलराइट, so let's talk about maths, and the topic is reflection. Sam's world. Meet Sam, a perfectly symmetrical square. Sam loves his balanced world. Square, balance. It's all about balance when we are talking about square, because all the sides are going to be equal, right? We have different shapes behind Sam, but they are not equal in size as Sam wants. So Sam just thought that there one day a magical mirror appeared, and what happens if I look in? Sam has started what if wali cheez aayi hai yahan pe, so you can always stress on this. And then, oh, it's a reflection. Poof! Sam saw his reflection, a perfect mirror reflection, but facing the other way. Right becomes left, left becomes right. So this is known as reflection. Just a story of three images. You can have it on the board, and you can always define it. You can always refine it according to your class and all. Just an example. And this is how story can be used. If you cannot have the visual thing, let's talk about the auditory thing. All right, the Great Forest Pizza story. So in the heart of the whispering woods, three best friends, Pep, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 found a giant golden pizza. Now the first dilemma, equal sharing. So we must share this fairly. So they cut the pizza into three sides. You can draw the pizza, and just show them the three things. Now the maths, each friend got 1/3 of each pizza. The lesson, a fraction is only fair if the parts are equal. Right? यही तो सिखाते हैं maths teacher, right? I am not that good, but I can create the story. The unexpected guest. अब क्या करें? Finny the fox आ गया है. Now we have to divide the pizza into our 4 sides. Now our when they have divided the pizza into 4, they are seeing that the pizza size has become smaller than the previous one. So the learned lesson is, if the denominator is going to be the higher number, the sizes or the portion will be smaller. That's what this thing. And the leftover mystery. Now, they say that one of the participant hasn't eaten, so they have again divided it into 2. And now he gave rest to 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 now had his original plus Finny's extra bit. So how much that 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is having. So that kind of question and the stories can be created, right? In order to teach them fraction in maths. Let's talk about a science topic, germination. Okay, so the tiny beginning. Meet little Pip, a small seed nestled in the rich, dark earthing for its adventure to begin. Please don't mind the spelling mistakes. Yeah. So rain comes down, giving Pip a much needed drink. Soon a tiny root reaches down and a small shoot pushes up. Can you see that you are showing them the pictures? You are using them the words that has to be there. And then Pip grows taller, unfurling all the leaves, soaking up the warm sunshine. The little sprout is becoming a plant. And that's how the germination happens. So that can be a story of your science. Any question by now? Anyone? All right. Let me give you the elements of an effective classroom story. कि हमें अपनी स्टोरी को इफेक्टिव करने के लिए उसमें क्या-क्या चीजें डालनी है. What all things? Because that is actually going to give you. So the first thing is hook. You need to start your story, which is going to be the attention grabber. कि बच्चा आपकी बात सुने. Start your story with a question or a surprise or an excitement or any kind of activity or any kind of dance or something which is going to grab their attention. Then bring the problem of the story or the character, which is going to be the center or the heart of the story. And then you are going to bring the resolution. That means the learning moment. कि आखिर हुआ क्या? What actually was done to solve the problem which was there in the story. And then they are going to reflect back. They are going to understand the meaning-making stage. Let me give you an example. We all know that this is Harry Potter and the series. Let's talk about what if you have to teach about the author of the Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. So, the power of not giving up, this is the name of the story. Hook. Capture the attention. Ab kaise? Can you imagine being rejected 12 times before someone finally believes in you? Will you be able to do it, Twinkle ma'am, if you are being rejected? For sure, Shilpi is going to, fill the buckets with all the tears if I am rejected once or twice, even 12 to bahut badi baat hai. All right, this has got the attention of the students. Now the problem. Let's talk about the struggle of the J.K. Rowling. So she was a single mother, unemployed, living in a small apartment in Edinburgh. She wrote first Harry Potter manuscripts in cafes and was rejected by 12 of them because they all said that children books don't even sell now. She was really heartbroken. So all these problems were there in the story. Now comes the turning point. But Rowling didn't stop. Here comes resilience, the power of not giving up. And she sent her manuscript last time to Bloomsbury. And his daughter read the first chapter and said, yes, Papa, it has to be printed. And rest is history. We all know that Harry Potter till date is the bestseller that has ever been sold. So reflection. What would you do if you are being rejected? Are you having that much power of not giving up? Will you be still having belief in you when no one else is having?
Shilpi ji, what I feel now, rejection is the part of our life.
Absolutely.
Everyone is facing rejection. Not in the professional, but personal also.
Personal, ma'am, absolutely. I mean, plus
And
one.
still we are doing it. A kind person doesn't lose his kindness because
Absolutely.
other person is not grateful for that. But it is there. It's a part of life. We can't help it out.
Because, ma'am, we need to enjoy all the flavors in life. सिर्फ मीठा मीठा नहीं खा सकते हैं.
और वो कहते हैं ना एक फूल है ना फूल एक रोज है ना रोज ही रहेगा चाहे कांटे जितने भी हो उसके आसपास रोज को अपनी हटा सकते.
It is going to bloom for sure. So these 4 elements have to be there in your story. Keeping these elements in your mind, you need to create the story. Okay. Now, what are the techniques? How you can create the stories, the different kind of stories? First one is the story map. All right, you have given the character setting, beginning, middle, end of it, and then you have given them the skeleton, and now they have to flesh it out. All right. So creating a visual outline. हमने एक उन्हें mind map दे दिया and then they have to create it. Let's have an activity based on it. So the character is a poor blind lady and a kind-hearted young boy. Object is car and coin and the setting is roadside. Can you create a story out of this? Anyone? Come on, let's have some fun with the creation.
I won't start, otherwise I will tell everything now regarding it. Somebody else,
Yeah, please.
any new participant can go for it.
हाँ जी मैम बोलिए. Yeah.
Harpreet ji, you want to say something?
You know, this is just the way that if you are going to do it right now, you'll be able to remember and you'll be able to implement in your classrooms. Yeah.
Ma'am, shall I?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, just I can frame a small story with this
Absolutely.
character. A poor blind lady, she was coming from one of the hut, and she was drenched fully. And a boy, a kind-hearted boy, was in a car. And by seeing a blind lady, he offered coin, and she rejected that. She not accepted to take coin. And later on, that kind-hearted young boy, he offered, a cup of coffee with him, and provided a good meal so that she should feel overwhelmed, good, and a kind of friendship gesture can be created between them. And later on, both of them became friends, and they were in contact, and they built a good relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. So friendship has no age bar. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your such kindness. Yes, a beautiful story. This is how the mind map works. That you have given them the characters, object, setting. You can also give them the starting, ending, and then they have to create. It is also going to make your students visualize, and different stories with the same skeleton can be created. Let's have a role play. You all know that we all have been doing a lot of role play, that they are speaking out the dialogues and doing the things. Now the activity for this is speak any famous Bollywood dialogue that you can think of, but no obscene ones, please. Yeah, is it okay if no annotation is being done? Yes, everyone, come on. Let us come to our that Bollywood diva and dude scenario. Any dialogue from any kind of his
I'll speak the dialogue from the movie जब वी met. मैं अपनी favorite हूँ.
मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Beautiful and so appropriate, Sumbul ma'am. Yes. Anyone else? Yes,
Ma'am,
come on.
we have to say dialogue.
हाँ जी बहुत अच्छी dialogue. Come on, मसाला तो चाहिए.
हाँ, मैं बोलूं?
हाँ जी बोलिए.
मोगेम्बो खुश हुआ.
मोगेम्बो खुश हुआ. I hope so. आप भी खुश हुए with the webinar.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, anyone else? एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो? हाँ? All is well, absolutely. Yes, thank you. So this is how we can bring that drama in our class. Now comes the visual story board. So you can always give them the pictures, right? This is one of the pictures, and the same kind of activity we have done also, right? I gave you different boxes and then they have to create. Yeah. Rupali ma'am, you just have to hold on for
the feedback.
4 to 5 more minutes, and because you'll be missing then. This is something which is really going to be useful. Yeah. All right. So the picture composition can be given in the form of, or you can also create the story cubes, and they are just going to throw the dice, and whatever they get, they have to create a story on that. All right, create a story from the following flashcard. You have given them a man with a stick, a cat is there, a pigeon is there, and a policeman. And then they have to create a story. So this is how the picture story or the cubes can work, right? We all know the story circle, that we are sitting in a circle. One sentence has been given, and then they have to speak up. Anyone? Once upon a time, there lived a magician in an abandoned, isolated island. Come on, speak up one more sentences.
He has a magic wand.
He is having okay, the magic wand, yes.
And a parrot also.
And the parrot also. The parrot was changed into a beautiful lady, and then they lived happily ever after. Chalo,
wow, such a short story.
we are just going to put an end to that. All right, you all can take a screenshot because these are certain suggested reads.
We will be sharing the recording in the group, no problem.
Achha, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so these are certain reads or the TED Talks and the YouTube things also. For the young learners, let me share you some of the YouTube channels. Please, guys, it is not sponsored or anything. I just came across, that's why I just put it in here. So I just thought that it is going to be of some guidance. So they are very low stimulated, but high learning and fun YouTube channels. Okay. Not a lot is going on because we don't want to give them that overstimulated thing. So there is this 𝗫𝗍_kids channel, which is giving them the question of why sky is blue and things, these kind of questions with a very fun and good way. Then we have the Ask the Story bots. Again, it is also about science, maths, and also different questions are being answered in different kind of reels. Then if you want them to enhance their pronunciation and the language, super simple learning is also one of the YouTube channel that you can follow. All right. Anyone with your questions?
Any questions, any queries, any suggestions?
And I hope so that you all have taken, quite ideas to just bring a story in your classroom. Yes. Thank you so much, Monica ma'am, for your patience and hearing my blabbering all the time. Thank you, Meena ma'am. Thank you, Kiran ma'am. Thank you.
Any questions till now, or should we?
Anyone? Yes.
I have one question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, usually we have seen that storytelling we are introducing in, pre-primary to grade 2 or, I think grade 2 for the foundational classes. But sometimes we feel that in English, or in some of the subjects, even in social science, we have to introduce storytelling. So it is appropriate to, introduce storytelling in higher grades, like after grade 3, we can.
Absolutely, ma'am. Trust me, I am using the narrative storytelling pedagogy in my psychology for my class 11th and 12th students.
Okay.
So this has no ending. Sky is also not the limit here. You can use it from the play school till the corporate level. Storytelling is one of the things which has become the main ingredient of communication skills. All right, don't get confined or box yourself that it is for the primary wings. No, not at all, not at all.
Because from many, instructional leaders and even educational leaders, they, refine and define it that it's appropriate for pre-primary or in the foundational classes. But many times in my class, I have seen that we have introduced stories with the same relative narrative things in some other subjects, but students, they have correlated, they have involved themselves. So that's why I just want to ask from you this.
I'm just keep on using storytelling in all and every subjects, in all and every classrooms. Trust me, that is how they are going to remember. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
𝗫𝗍cie, I think we are done with the questions now. Okay. Huge thank you to 𝗫𝗍cie for delivering an engaging and insightful session on storytelling. Your energy, expertise, and passion made the workshop a truly enriching experience. for all the participants. Thank you, 𝗁𝗲𝗁. Thank you everyone for joining us for this
Thank you,
interactive
ma'am.
and interesting session. Ms. Sumbul, I think you like the session.
Yes,
You are
a
the first
lot.
time to
Yes,
Skillveda.
ma'am.
A lot,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I really like the speaker, the way 𝗁𝗲𝗄 ma'am has told everything, and I'll be, of course, going through the recording once again to note
Yes,
down
yes,
certain more
definitely.
points. And thank you so much for sharing the recording also. And
Yeah.
𝗁𝗲𝗄 ma'am
She is
loved
our
the way,
favorite.
yeah,
𝗁𝗲𝗄 is
Thank you
our
so
favorite.
much.
Skillveda's favorite trainer.
No, thank
our
you.
favorite too.
Yeah.
I am really humbled that you have accepted me as a part of your family.
Thank you, 𝗁𝗲𝗄. Thank you, everyone. We will be sharing the feedback form and recording in the group. Thank you.